Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci, and I am so excited that you're watching. I'm glad you clicked whatever link sent you here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you aren't already, you should go ahead and subscribe to this channel. This is episode 78. There's like over 3 days of this show that you can watch. Just leave it on in the background. Some of it's pretty good. There's a lot of it. And I'm excited for this one. Before we get to it, quick announcement up top, because it is fast approaching. If you are in the Boston area, next Tuesday, April 12th, we are doing a live, in-person, Inappropriate Movie Database from the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain. That's going to be at 7 o'clock, $5 at the door. It's going to be such a fun show. We have a great lineup. It's going to be Ama Marfo, Danya Tromer, Angela Sawyer, and Xavier Maurice, as well as producer Josh Pick. I'm so thrilled that that's happening, and it's so fast approaching. I want to see as many people out there as can be. We want to turn this into a success and keep doing these. So please, if you are in the area, Tuesday, April 12th, 7 p.m. at the Midway Cafe in Jamaica Plain, please come out to that. It's going to be so much fun. For more information on that, join the Facebook group if you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, or follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IMDb Game. That's where you'll find more information about that show and all of the shows that we're doing online. We're doing so many of those, including this one. Like I said, I'm excited for this one. Tonight, we are doing movies based on TV. I feel like this is going to be more contentious than it should be. I went ahead and made sure that on IMDb, all of these movies have a based on TV tag on them, because on this show, whatever IMDb says is true. So you can't argue with me on those. I will say off the top, I almost wanted to add Space Jam to the list, because Space Jam is technically based on a Nike commercial. But I didn't want to have that argument, so we're not going to do Space Jam tonight. Spoiler alert! But we are going to.
Somebody get Space Jam.
There's a wild list of movies. Let's get to them. To do that, let's bring in tonight's guests. Joining me on the show tonight are Arianna Magee, Josh Poirier, Jere Pilapil, and Tyler Tuttle. Hey, everybody!
Hey, Nick.
Hello.
Let's start off with the first-time guest. So excited she's here. She's such a funny comedian. Arianna Magee's on the show. Hey.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing it. Now you were saying that you have some background with television knowledge.
Yes, I am a television scholar. I have a master's degree in television, which is a real degree that you can go into real debt for.
Now, what does that mean?
It means that I know a lot about TV on a real scholarly level. So I'm here to win. Perfect.
Now, how do you feel about movies?
They're all right. No, I love movies.
I will ask you, and I will ask others. So think about it. Is there a movie that you really like that's based on a TV show of some sort?
Yes. Wayne's World.
Perfect choice. Nice. And that I think that does open up the answer to that question. There might be some SNL movies on this list tonight.
Okay. Heck yes.
I expected it.
Well, thank you for joining us. I'm excited to see how you do. Also returning to the show tonight, I feel like he might also have some experience. A couple of times on this show, we did just plain TV shows, which is harder to put together, which is why you haven't seen one of those in a while. But the first time we did that, he won the game, so we'll see if he can carry that over. Josh Poirier back on the show. Hey, Josh.
What's up, Nick? How you doing? Hey, Arianna, quick question. Did the TV majors and the movie majors, did they fight? Did you guys have like battles and stuff?
No, we were kind of friends, but I think that the film people thought they were better than us, which Fair enough.
Just like Hollywood.
Exactly.
I was wondering. I mean, it was just in the back of my mind wondering when. I mean, if I had known that TV was something I could major in, I would have gone to college.
It was pretty sweet. It led me to a job where I got paid to watch TV. So
nice.
Well, that's the dream.
Yes.
Josh, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. It's good. It's good. Good to be back. It's been a while actually, which is weird. It's been almost a month, I think.
That's true. I was looking back. I think your last episode was 70, and that's 2 months ago.
Wow, Jesus! I mean,
Right?
I've been away from this for too long. I forgot how to play.
Because you were such a great player before. Well, same question to you, Josh.
Yep.
What's a TV movie? Not a TV movie.
You know, I'm actually going to go with one that I mentioned beforehand. I actually really thought that The Dukes of Hazzard was a decent movie. It was directed and written by J. Chandrasekhar. And you know, admittedly, it wasn't the best movie, but it was definitely much better than it had any right to be.
I mean, if anything, for the most part, the casting of Johnny Knoxville is inspired and great.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Sean William Scott was something. What's interesting though is the real cast member of the Dukes of Hazzard actually got in trouble in my hometown for
what he
some
do?
really bad stuff. I can't remember.
All right,
exactly
let's not talk about it then.
Yeah, it was really bad stuff. But
I'm glad you brought it up on my comedy show.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, it was just an interesting little connection. He was in there doing a theater production of where I used to work, which is interesting.
I want to say fun, but I don't think it is.
No, it's not. It's a fact. Facts. All facts tonight. All facts. No fun.
No fun. We're not having any fun tonight. Lay down the law. This is It's a serious show.
Serious show.
Well, thanks for coming back, podcast. Also returning to the show, frequent guest, frequent champion, I'd say. Jere Pilapil's back on the show. Hey, Jere.
Hey, everybody.
I think you have maybe one of the best records of any of the players. I think you've won most of the games you've been on.
Yeah, but not the ones with Tyler around. So I am going to throw this one just horribly. I'm not even barely. Allergies have been kicking my ass all day. I've watched the worst Bond movie. It's not been great.
Ooh, which one is the worst Bond movie?
I think The World Is Not Enough.
Oh.
Yeah. I agree with you, actually.
It's not one of the best. I don't know if I would say I would agree.
New one's the worst.
The new one? Oh no,
I disagree with that, Tyler. Tyler's saying on his bullshit early on in the show.
Unless one snuck in between 2021 and 2022, I'm going to disagree with you.
Well, Jere, how do you feel about movies based on TV?
They have as good a chance as anything to be good. I mean, the question I had about this topic, Mission Impossible. Do the Mission Impossible sequels count as being based on a TV show, or would you say just the first one?
I will say that as far as franchises go, sequels are in play.
Okay, hell yeah, let's do it.
If the original was based on a TV show, the whole franchise is based on a TV show.
Okay, sounds fair.
So what would you say your favorite is? One of the Mission Impossibles or something else?
I mean, I do love those. I was going to say the Muppet movie, though.
Oh, that is a good choice.
Very good.
In the grand scheme of things, the Muppets took Jason eight movies to take Manhattan. It only took the Muppets 3.
Yeah, exactly.
So advantage Muppets.
It is weird that only 2 movies have taken Manhattan. It feels like it should be one both. Or a bunch of them.
It was a mistake both times. We realized.
Yeah, maybe characters shouldn't go to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Jason had to take it from Manhattan, if I have the timeline correctly, or if he had to take it from the Muppets. So, like, he had it tougher.
At least
there was a scene in the middle.
At least the Muppets actually spend time in Manhattan.
Yeah, Jason
pops in at the end and waves.
He square for a couple minutes, sees the sights, and then gets back on his boat.
It is nice to know that there is a direct line from Crystal Lake to Manhattan.
Crystal Lake is connected to the island of Manhattan.
The writers, when asked about that, actually said, "We didn't know anybody would notice."
Yeah, no, the guys who wrote those are dumb as heck.
Well, let's officially introduce him because we're talking to him so much. Tyler Tuttle's back on the show. Hey, Tyler.
And I can't keep this yap shut. This yap keeps yapping. I got another question. Space Jam. Space Jam don't count. Do the Ernest movies count?
Ooh. I didn't think of that. So I'm going to say yes, but you're not going to see any of them.
They would have counted theoretically had they come up in your brain earlier.
I guess for the same reason I would knock out Space Jam, I would have to knock out the Ernest movies. There are no movies on here based on direct ads. There might be some movies based on TV shows that were ads.
Cartoons.
Power Rangers.
Tyler, do you have a final movie to talk about?
Well, I like the Dragnet rap used to promote the film Dragnet. That's really good. You can find that on YouTube. But for actual films, I'm a fan of the Brendan Fraser duology from the late 90s of George of the Jungle and Dudley Do-Right.
They're both very fun.
Yeah.
And like Dudley Do-Right,
movie.
Alfred Molina didn't have to be as good as he is in Dudley Do-Right, but he is amazing in that movie.
Yeah.
For like dumb cartoon movies, they tried real hard, and I think they did a good job. A+.
It's Alfred Molina. What did you expect?
Well, fun choices all around. The one that I would mention that I tried to make work in here, but there just wasn't enough there, is the movie Head, which is technically the Monkees movie.
Yeah, that's a crazy ass movie. That's one crazy ass movie.
I figured maybe not enough people would know it, that the clues won't help. But it might be the only G-rated movie I know of that features actual footage of an execution. But what a wild movie. Jack Nicholson is in it. Frank Zappa's in it.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's like you really know who the Monkees were for real when you watch that movie.
You gotta check it out.
There's a reason why they didn't want to name the movie The Monkees Movie.
Kind of puts Daydream Believer in a whole new light.
But what a fun trip of a movie if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Well, if you weren't ready for it, their show was kind of a trip too.
Oh, absolutely. Again, you can say their show is ostensibly a kid's show that got a second life played on MTV.
Yes. Kids were tougher back then.
Oh, absolutely. Kids these days. Do we want to talk about kids these days?
No.
Participation trophies.
I got a 5-year-old. No, I don't want to talk about it.
They're ticking and they're talking.
Well, thank you all for being on the show. If this is your first time watching, here's what's going to happen tonight. I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled parental warnings for a bunch of movies that are based on TV shows in some capacity. These parental warnings, I don't write a single one of them. These are just some anonymous weirdos who I think really have complicated relationships with movies and humanity as a whole. I don't know why they do what they do, but I'm glad that they do, because I have kept this show going for almost a year now based on writing nothing. So thank you, weirdos. I'm going to read out these content warnings. My friends here are going to try to figure out what movie these warnings are from. So unless there's anything else anybody wants to add, I think it's time to jump into the game. To do that, Arianna, I'm going to start with you. Would you like a movie from 1999, 2002, or 2007?
2002, please.
2002. first movie of the night from 2002 for 5 points, under the category of sex and nudity. For the French speakers out there, a young man says to a young woman, quote, "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?" Meaning, do you want to sleep with me?
1 second. There it is.
Tyler's going to take a guess. Anybody else?
I think I got the year wrong.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I cannot imagine that line popping up in that movie. It might, but this is not The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I'll say something like that happens in the middle where the main girl's boyfriend's trying to get people out of prison. So I'm not totally crazy.
I mean, speaking of real bizarre adaptations of the J Ward shows,
Oh, that movie's
one is
insane.
wild.
Hey, Nick, watch Tyler pull an answer out of his ass.
Arianna, I will have to read the next clue, but let's see if this helps anybody else and if it changes your mind. For 4 points under the category of violence and gore, a dog urinates on a young woman. Under violence and gore, a dog urinates on a young woman. Arianna, what do you think?
I'm going to go with Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed.
Josh, what do you think?
I'll go with Scooby-Doo 1.
Yeah.
It is not Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. This movie is the first Scooby-Doo.
It is. Damn it. Oh, man.
Fuck.
I'm mad at myself for not remembering that one.
Written by James Gunn. And
Yes.
what a movie. What a 2 movies. I do think the sequel's better.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
They're fun.
I got them on Blu-ray. They're good movies.
Just for fun, the other clues under sex and nudity, a young man is transferred into a young woman's body and says, quote, "Hey, I can look at myself naked." Violence and gore, a monster dog sneezes green slime onto another dog. And profanity, in the end, the villain shouts, quote, "I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you meddling sons of," before being cut off just short of bitches.
Could have been saying guns.
At the end of the first round, Josh, you are in the lead with 4 points. Jere, you are in second place with 0. Arianna and Tyler tied at -1 each.
I just love to guess.
Jere, would you like a movie from 1990, 1996, or 1998?
1998, please.
1998. From 1998 for 5 points, under violence and gore, a character throws up on another character, much to his disgust.
Oh,
Josh is going to take a guess. Anybody else?
I'm going to take a guess.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
It's part of that Brendan Fraser duology, George of the Jungle.
Josh, what do you think?
You know what? I have the year wrong, so I'm just going to say George of the Jungle 2.
It is not George of the Jungle 2.
Okay.
Or George of the Jungle.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I had the year wrong, I think. I think I had the year wrong, at least.
For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, monkeys take over a circus train and wreck it. This may be intense for some viewers, but is also done for laughs. Tyler's buzzed in again, and so is Josh.
No, I'm out.
Josh is not buzzed in again. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
A Rugrats movie.
That's the one. This is the Rugrats movie.
That's the one where Tommy tries to feed his brother to monkeys.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Covers him in banana goop, and then he's like, "Here you go, monkeys."
Fucking
It's a wild
dark
picture.
movie.
Yeah, good times.
Other clues in the Rugrats movie under frightening and intense scenes, there are plenty of thematic issues, such as references to childbirth, anger over child loss, and some child experiences included in a musical number.
Circumcision. It's real weird.
Sex and nudity, when a newborn infant sings that they, quote, "cut my cord," another infant looks down into his diaper and says, quote, "consider yourself lucky." Another infant looks down into his diaper and says, quote, "So that's what that thing looks like."
It's a good joke.
And sex and nudity, like the series, there's some adult humor.
Tell me more, IMDb.
Wow.
Josh, you're still in the lead with 3 points. Tyler, you are at 2. Jerry, you're at 0. Arianna, you are at -1.
Pays to play, Nick. Pays to play.
Josh, would you
Yep.
like a movie from 1991, 2001, or 2002?
Let's go with 91.
91. From 1991 for 5 points. Under sex and nudity, in one scene, a giant photo of a woman in a one-piece swimsuit is briefly seen.
No.
For
I don't
4
know.
points, under frightening and intense scenes, the violence has been toned down. For 3 points, under frightening and intense scenes, 2 monstrous beasts are created with chemicals. They go out destroying small parts of the city in order to track down the heroes, pushing down telephone poles and flipping cars. Nothing big.
This is in 1991, right?
1991.
Okay.
Josh and Tyler have both buzzed in. Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
Is this the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I think I
This
may have
movie
made a goofy.
is not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, you're just lying to us now.
Keep my hand up. I got another one.
For 2 points, under frightening and intense scenes, it's PG. Compared to the first movie from 1990, the second movie is with very less fighting. I see everyone but Arianna. All right, Arianna, what do you think this movie is?
Oh shit, I was hoping that everyone else would guess first. Garfield.
Josh, what do you think?
TMNT 2.
Jere, what do you think?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, starring Kevin
Tyler?
Nash.
Tyler, what do you think?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. It's starring that guy.
This movie is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, not starring Elias Koteas.
Bebop and Rocksteady didn't show up to the sequel. I should have known.
Mm-hmm.
The fool.
And also not Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh, well.
Legally
well,
speaking.
Right. Yeah.
I will say that this is based on the TV show, but then they still wanted to separate it from the TV show a little bit. So just created 2 new characters that are very obviously Bebop and Rocksteady.
the
There's a
hubris of man.
real weird deleted scene to that movie where the 2 of them are in an office trying to sell the comic book rights to the story.
It's weird.
Yeah, and a final clue in that, under violence and gore, mild comical violence of the heroes saving the day, there are many ninja fighting references. Not the least of which, Vanilla Ice's Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go.
Yeah, that's just an affront to humanity.
It is such a long scene.
It was longer than Vanilla Ice's career.
With that, Josh, you are in the lead still with 4 points. Tyler at 3, Jere at 2, Arianna at -2.
Pays to play.
Tyler, would you like a movie from 2002, 2007, or 2008?
2007. Let's shoot for the middle.
All right. From 2007 for 5 points. Under sex and nudity, references are made about semen, too.
2.
TO.
What's first?
Good question. Josh, what do you think?
wait.
Hold on.
I
Tyler,
I don't
what
want
do
to be
you
left
think?
out.
Okay.
That Get Smart movie that came out around that time.
Josh, what do you think?
I'm gonna say McHale's Navy.
Arianna, what do you think?
Give him the points.
Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Oh,
Y'all pick some real wild movies to include seamen. No,
Seamen.
it's none of those. Oh,
McHale-
I see what you're doing, Josh.
Yeah, McHale's Navy.
Josh should get the
Seaman.
points.
Josh should get the points. He won't
Just-
because I'm not putting that movie on here.
It's got Kelsey Grammer in it.
Exactly. For 4 points under sex and nudity, there are references to topics such as porn, quote, who's going to look after his collection of porn? Masturbation, quote, you'll probably go home and masturbate. And genitals, quote, it lets the air circulate around my genitals and wipes the sweat off my balls.
What the fuck?
Jere has a guess. Anybody else? Jere, what do you think?
Oh,
Would this be Reno 911 Miami?
It is not Reno 911 Miami.
good guess.
Very good guess.
All right, for 3 points. This is a long one. Under frightening and intense scenes, some people may be offended by the opening sequence, which are basically a group of animated living food items, such as a pretzel and a crisp. They play a metal song about watching the film in the cinema. The lyrics in the song are potentially offensive to sensitive viewers. It says things such as, quote, if you bring your baby, leave it on the street outside. They don't watch films anyway. And run it over on the way back. Quote, Satan will rain acid down your throat and dissolve your genitals. And quote, if I find you've sold this film on eBay, I will come to your house and tear your wife in half.
Yep. Yep.
I think 3 people know what this movie is.
Yep.
I'm
Tyler,
guessing.
what is this movie?
Is it the Aqua Teen Hunger Force film?
Jere, what do you think?
I still think it's Reno 911, but I'm going to guess Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Just to
Josh,
appease
what do you think?
With the song by the band Mastodon, it's Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
This is Aqua Teen Hunger Force : movie film for theaters.
Ooh, they got to movie film before Borat.
Yeah.
It's a great song. It's a great song.
It's probably the best part of the movie. Other clues under violence and gore: Space Ghost is blown up by a missile, rather graphic. And violence and gore, one of the main characters is shot. No blood, but bits of meatball fly out.
It's not McHale's Navy.
Josh still in the lead at 6. Tyler at 5. Jere at 4. Arianna at -3.
Oh yeah.
But we are going back to you, Arianna. Would you like a movie from 1997, 2006, or 2011?
I'm gonna go 2006.
2006. This movie came out a year before Aqua Teen Hunger Force. For 5 points under profanity, very strong. Vulgarity throughout the movie. Vulgarity to match the rest of the movie. Tyler, what do you think?
Borat.
Arianna, what do you think?
I also think Borat, but I just want to add that I thought it was Borat before Tyler said it was Borat.
I hope so. You buzzed in first.
Yes. See?
Yeah, you were wrong. Borat did do it first a year earlier. This is Borat.
Yay.
I didn't write the full title of this.
Yeah, it's a glorious nation of Kazakhstan. I didn't even try. Oh, I like to be smarmy.
Movie film for make something glorious nation of Kazakhstan.
Yeah, he's
I don't know. This is Borat. Other clues in that under sex and nudity: a man kisses his sister in the beginning of the film.
nice.
Violence and gore, two men fight. In the fight, they throw each other around a room, strangle each other, straddle each other, and more. One is hit in the head with a lamp and thrown against a mirror. There is no blood, and the violence is completely comical. Frightening and intense scenes, the main character often makes very offensive statements, although this is all played for irony. And sex and nudity, summary of all sexual and nudity scenes in the movie. No female nudity or sex scenes whatsoever. There is a scene where the main character and another guy chase each other around a hotel room naked, but it's mostly blurred out. Lots and lots of sexual dialogue, but only comical. It is implied, though, that not seen that a man is watching porn. We don't hear it, but we do see his reaction.
So, Nick, have you even seen McHale's Navy? Because that's McHale's Navy.
Tyler, you're now in the lead at 10 points.
Of course he is.
Josh is at 6. Jere is at 4. Arianna back in the positives with 2.
Hell yeah.
Still anybody's game. Jere,
Is to play.
would you like a movie from 1985, 2012, or 2020?
Let's do 85.
85. From 1985 for 5 points under profanity, use of shut up, suckers, and wacko.
Wacko, huh? You know you could say that back then.
For 4 points
Can't say
under
that
frightening
now.
and intense scenes, kids may find the main character being locked in a cage frightening.
Well, 85.
85.
Yeah, that's throwing me.
Also, shout out to Lloyd Legacy Sharp in the comments right now. He's watching along.
That's
Nice.
nice of him. Hi,
And
Lloyd.
still not, and is guessing just as much as he does on the show.
No. Have any idea?
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, the Sleaze brothers are villainous and try to lock the main character.
I feel like it should have been a giveaway to some.
Yeah.
For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, children may find the I'm a Bluebird song / scene very sad. The main character cries during and after.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Josh and Tyler. Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Follow that bird.
Tyler, what do you think?
Follow that bird.
This is the Sesame Street movie that follows Big Bird. Follow that bird. Pretty deep cut on that one, but
Yeah, pretty
I
good.
only remember one scene where Mr. Hooper's trying to convince Big Bird it's okay to jump out of a moving car. And that's the only thing from that movie that stuck out. He's like, no, in this one situation, you can jump out of this moving car.
Which is funny because the final clue under violence and gore, Grover falls into a moving car.
Ha. That's it, Grover. That guy's always getting up to stuff.
Tyler's still in the lead, now at 12. Josh is at 8. Jere is at 4. Arianna is at 2. Josh.
Yep.
Would you like a movie from 1995, 2002, or 2011?
Let's go 95.
95. Tyler's already got a guess, but let's see if this clue helps. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the female neighbor who is married and has kids is either always drunk or hungover. She behaves erratically in nearly every scene she's in. Tyler, I'm going to go with you first, just because you buzzed in before
That's
we
good.
got there.
Because I know this. It is the Brady Bunch movie.
Josh, what do you think?
I'll go with the Brady Bunch movie.
Arianna,
go.
what do you think?
I also think it's the Brady Bunch movie, but I also want to add that I thought it was that before everyone else said it.
You're You're all right. This is the Brady Bunch movie.
Watched this movie like a week ago. It's amazing.
I was like when a movie that gets brought up ends up being in the episode.
Like,
I heard 95. My ears, they went up.
Because of you, Tyler, when I said I was going to be on here tonight, you told me the Brady Bunch movie, 95.
Oh yeah, back before I was on the show, I was like that. I just watched it. Remember, 95 is the Brady Bunch movie. So
Gary Cole deserved an Oscar for this movie.
He really did.
Other clues under sex and nudity, two male castmates discuss how a girl, quote, drives them crazy with her appearance and one saying, quote, she's harder to get into than a Pearl Jam concert.
Oh, oh wow.
I've gotten into a Pearl Jam concert. So it's actually pretty easy.
The fun bit of trivia that this movie is closer to the Brady Bunch TV show than we are to this movie.
That's not fun. That's not fun trivia. That's not fun trivia at all.
Under sex and nudity, a female neighbor says to a girl, quote, next Christmas, tell your daddy I'd be more than happy to wrap his package. This obviously has a sexual undertone, but the girl happily agrees to deliver the message to her dad. And then she does. Her dad and mom don't get it either. Sex and nudity, when a girl is afraid her date won't want to take her to a dance because she injured her nose, he says, quote, don't worry, it's not your nose I'm after. Just a minute later, when the girl's mother asks him if he has protection against the rain, he says, sure I do, and describes having assorted colors and textures. Both lines have sexual implications, although it flies right over the girl's head as well as her parents. They obviously don't get it. And violence and gore, a teen girl's brother accidentally hits her in the nose with a football. Her nose is all black and blue and puffed up in the next scene.
My favorite line from that movie is when someone calls Cindy a bad seed, because the actress was in the bad seed as well.
That's funny.
Tyler still in the lead with 17 points. Josh is at 13. Arianna is in third place with 7. Jere is at 4.
Holy cow.
Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Like a movie from where are we?
I don't know.
1996, 1999, or 2007?
96. My hand's raised. Man, all in. Poker chips pushed forward.
For 5 points, we already have 2 people buzzed in. Under sex and nudity, a man spanks himself and repeats, quote, I am a naughty boy.
I'm still going to say it.
All right. We got 3 guesses, but I'm going to go to the people who buzzed in before the question first. Tyler, what do you think?
Very Brady sequel.
Arianna, what do you think?
Very Brady sequel.
Josh, what do you think?
You know what? I can't lose anything by saying a very Brady sequel.
Yeah.
You are all closer to Jere now. It is not a very Brady sequel.
That came out in 96, so in a way, we are right.
So did this movie.
I didn't think it was a very Brady sequel, but I didn't have any other guess.
Me neither.
This time I only said it because other people said it.
All right, for 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, the insect-like aliens may scare some children, especially when it attacks.
Wait.
That's not a very Brady sequel.
I don't think this was this. I'll just fuck it. You know what? Go big or go home.
We've
I
got
love
2
to guess.
buckets. Josh, no? Okay, Tyler.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna
Josh,
fuck it.
what do you think?
Conehead movie.
Tyler, what do you think?
Mars Attacks, a television show at any point.
It was not. It was a trading card series.
I thought so, but I didn't know if it like made another transition at some point.
It is also not Coneheads.
Well, fuck me.
For 3 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, Casual smoking throughout by 1950s characters.
Oh, wait, maybe not. No, that was.
Rob,
Oh shit.
another fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
Josh, back to you. What do you think?
My Favorite Martian.
Tyler, what do you think?
Better than my guess. Is there an X-Files movie around that time? I never watched it. There's aliens and people in suits.
You are a little early on the X-Files movie. And Josh, it is not My Favorite Martian.
Oh, is it McHale's Navy?
McHale's Navy. I'm gonna be pissed.
For 2 points under violence and gore, the doctor's movie projector overheats and catches on fire, which spreads to his arm. He repeatedly smacks it to try to douse the flames.
I feel like I should know this.
Aliens, doctors, guy with a flammable arm. It's all so obvious.
Final clue for 1 point under violence and gore. This Island Earth, the movie that the man and the bots watch, contains some mild violence that now appears generally dated. There's some sci-fi explosions and a battle with an alien near the climax of the film.
You're being a little tricky there, Nick.
Everyone but Arianna.
Oh, I don't know if I'm right.
Josh, what do you think?
What year was it?
96.
Lost in Space.
Jere, what do you think?
The Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Tyler, what do you think?
Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie.
It is Mystery Science
you know, I
Theater
knew that.
3000, the movie.
Yeah, you're a tricky man, Nick.
It's a movie based on a TV show
Yeah, no.
where they
no.
watch movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
should've-
boy, howdy, are you correct?
I heard this Island Earth and I should have said it. I feel like I've let myself down.
But all of us,
Yeah,
I've let all you down, actually.
that was a tough one.
Well, that
and Lloyd in the audience, he's let down.
Yeah.
that round evened things up a little bit. Tyler's still in the lead with 15. Josh is at 9. Arianna is at 6. Jere is at 5. We are
Place to play.
already nearing the end of this game. We have one more go around, 4 movies left,
All right.
one more for each of you. Arianna, would you like a movie from 1990, 1999, or 2002?
2002.
All right, from 2002 for 5 points. Under violence and gore, we watch a few boxing matches, each ending with a knockout.
All right. 2002.
Tyler, what do you think this movie is?
HBO Sunday Night Boxing. The movie.
No, it's usually, this is USA Tuesday Night Fights, the movie.
Unfortunately, no. No, it is not.
Unfortunately, at least you're disappointed too this time.
I'm always disappointed. For 4 points under sex and nudity, a man's bare butt is seen as he urinates on a snow cone.
What's snow cones boxing? Sounds like a good Saturday.
Arianna, what do you think this movie is?
Garfield movie.
It is not Garfield the movie.
John Arbuckle does have a nice ass, though.
Yeah.
For 3 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a man snorts wasabi as if it were cocaine.
Gosh darn it.
Oh,
I see everybody's hands up. Jere, I'm going to start with you. What do you think?
Jackass, the movie.
Tyler, what do you think?
Jackass : the movie.
Josh, what do you think?
Jackass, the movie.
Arianna, what do you think?
Jackass : the movie.
This is Jackass: the movie. Second show this week, I got to throw a Jackass movie on there.
No.
Second show I've been in, we threw a Jackass movie out there.
They are fun to. I want to do a whole show where I just alternate between them.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Other clues in this: under violence and gore, bare-chested men sit in a room attaching an electrical muscle stimulator to various body parts. Cheeks, chest, testicles, we get a glimpse. Anus, we get a glimpse of testicles and penis. They scream in pain each time the machine is turned on. And violence and gore, a couple of men punch each other in the head, neck, and chest as they roll down a street in a huge shopping cart while being pummeled by dust and debris from explosions on both sides of them. They end up crashing and get tossed into a street vendor's cart.
I'd like to change my answer to a Brady Bunch movie.
Yeah. It's worth 5 points when I used it. It's a good guess.
McHale's Navy. I love the butterbean sequence in that movie. That's probably my favorite part of it.
Absolutely. That is one of the that is one of the aforementioned boxing matches.
just I think I might be a little
okay.
I think I might be a little concussed. No, I think you might be a little brain damaged after a punch.
3 movies remain. Tyler, you are at 16. Josh, you are at 11. Arianna and Jere tied at 7.
And Lloyd is at 0.
The number 1 in our hearts.
It's still anybody's game. There's still 15 points on the board.
Yeah, but mostly mine.
Jere, would you like a movie from 2002, 2008, or 2011?
2008.
Ooh.
2008. From 2008 for 5 points under violence and gore. A man is suddenly slapped violently 3 times and has left him quite dizzy and in distress. This could also be Jackass.
Yeah.
Tyler, what do you think?
Is this that Get Smart movie I guessed earlier that came out around this time?
It is still not that Get Smart movie.
Oh, man. That was a TV show, though.
It was a TV show. For 4 points under sex and nudity, brief scene where a young man is in tight spandex clothing while putting on a jumpsuit.
Still
It's to be
like
Jackass.
For 3 points under violence and gore, a boy shoots a man in the head with a slingshot, and a monkey throws feces at him. We see feces on the man's face. Again, could still be Jackass. Josh, what do you think?
I know this movie.
I'm just going to guess because of the slingshot. I'm going to say Dennis the Menace.
Yep.
It is not Dennis the Menace.
Damn
That's
it.
how you reboot him. Give him a monkey. Got 2 menaces running around town. That's a good idea.
Oh, wait. All right.
For 2 points under violence and gore, during several race scenes with crashes, we see the car spin out, explode, and burn, and the driver is ejected from the car, encircled in bubbles, presumably uninjured. See everyone but Arianna.
Yeah.
All right. Arianna, what do you think this movie is?
Is this Sex in the City?
Josh,
It's
what
2.
do you
It's the
think?
one where they go to
Is it
Dubai.
Speed Racer?
Jere, what do you think?
Oh, this has got to be Speed Racer.
Tyler, what do you think?
Yeah, I also want to vote for the Speed Racer.
That is the movie. This is the Wachowski Speed Racer.
Go Speed Racer.
I didn't know there
Stand
was
by.
a in that movie.
It's still maybe the best live action adaptation of an anime. Like they capture the feel of it perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, that and the Dragon Ball movie.
Oh, absolutely. No.
And Avatar: The Last Airbender movie too. Go to Avatar. I mean, Avatar. I thought it was quite a departure when they made Blue Aliens for the Avatar movie, but it was still an interesting movie. It was an interesting choice, in my opinion. And there were no airbenders. I didn't get it.
The final clue in that, under frightening and intense scenes, the film has a light tone and is clearly set in a fictional world of extremely bright colors. The race scenes are quite intense, featuring cars battling each other at very high speed. But the film clearly condemns greed, and the characters are only violent to defend themselves and each other. The film puts a strong emphasis on a loving and supportive family unit who work hard to overcome their differences and work as a team. The outcome of the film is positive and reassuring.
So, Arianna, which one of your film student rivals wrote that? Jesus Christ.
I just want to say that when you said race scene, I had a different thing in mind. And it's a miracle I got this one.
When you said race scene, I immediately went to higher learning.
We've got 2 movies left. Tyler, you're at 17. Josh, you're at 12. Jere, you're at 9. Arianna, you're at 6. Josh.
Yeah.
Would you like a movie from 1999, 2001, or 2007?
Let's go with 99.
99.
Yeah, you got to guess.
Oh.
From 1999 for 5 points, under frightening and intense scenes. Although not frightening, some fights are somewhat intense and violent, but not bloody in any way.
Yep, definitely.
All right, we have 3 guesses for some reason. Josh, what do you think?
I thought Tyler was in first. So I thought he was going to go first.
Yeah, but I felt like I wasn't going to do that this time.
Oh, you fucked me then.
I sure did.
Let's just say,
You don't have to guess, Josh.
All right, won't guess.
Definitely wrong if that helps.
Jere, what do you think?
Could it be Wild Wild West?
Tyler, what do you think?
I think. Oh shit! What do I think? 99. I already forgot. Dudley Do Right, the other Brendan Fraser one.
It is not Dudley Do Right, the other Brendan Fraser one.
Damn it!
Jere, wild guessed. It is Wild Wild West.
Good pull. Good pull.
Keep the Wild Wild West out. Oh,
I'm realizing, like, I've been doing this show in some form for over a year now. Originally, I got to do some of these during Sean Carter's Pick a Side Stupid show in between rounds. So I used this movie before this show started for the Will Smith episode, which means I'm so happy that Jere got this, because these clues are not good if you don't know it's a Will Smith movie. Under profanity, 5 uses of shit, 2 uses of whore, 7 uses of ass, 3 uses of boobies, 6 to 15 uses of damn, 6 to 11 uses of hell.
I'm just trying to imagine a modern movie that would have boobies in the script.
The movie is surprisingly violent for a PG-13 movie.
You really haven't seen McHale's Navy, have you?
Sex and nudity, although very brief, a man's penis and testicles flash across the screen. When he stands up, we see his buttocks and a bit of his scrotum. This is during the water tower scene where the man falls out.
That's someone looking for scrotum.
Uh-huh.
The Blu-ray finally came out. They could find that sweet scrote.
Yeah, 4K scrote.
And violence and gore, the mechanical tarantula has some large weapons, and several buildings are blown up by it.
Oh, Wild Wild West. That was the best actor in the movie. Tarantula.
1 movie remains. It's
Hooray.
almost anybody's game.
Not
Tyler,
mine.
you were at 16 points. Jere, you're at 14. Josh, you're at 12. Arianna, you're at 6.
Jere with the come from behind.
Tyler, you get to pick this last movie.
Yeah.
Would you like a movie
1996.
from 2001, 2011, or 2020?
2001, because Rocky and Bullwinkle came out around that time, so I can guess that again. Just my hand up.
What is that?
For 5 points, final movie of the night from 2001 under Violence and Gore. When a young woman gets out of the shower, we see a message written in lipstick on a mirror, and she screams. I have a feeling I saw what Josh tried in the last round. So, Josh, hold on. Arianna, what do you think this movie is?
Oh, fuck. Come on. You got me. I'm going to go with Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me.
Josh, what do you think?
I'm going to go with 2001, right?
Uh-huh.
Someone owns lipstick.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with it's gone.
That happened to me.
Wayne's World 3.
Yes. Grubhub ad.
Tyler, what do you think?
The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
It's not Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
When Rocky gets out of the shower.
It is also not a Grubhub commercial. And it is
that.
Not Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me.
You didn't have to say that.
No, negative Nancy. It's always no with Nick.
This is a clue I love. I love anytime in IMDb, you can't delete other people's comments. So sometimes two people will argue within the comment.
That's hilarious.
So for 4 points under sex and nudity, a man opens his shirt to release his large, hairy belly. Well, A, this is not nudity, and B, this is possibly the least sexual thing I can think of.
It's a 2 point.
Yeah,
Right, I see everyone but Jere. Josh, what do you think this movie is?
2001, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's go with Dukes of Hazzard.
Tyler, what do you think?
Super Mario Brothers.
Arianna, what do you think?
Blues Brothers.
Somehow you all just kept getting farther and farther away from the year. This is not not any of this.
Mario can't keep his shirt on. Bob Hoss does topless work.
Hey.
For
And
3
it's not
points,
sexual.
That's my chair.
For 3 points under Violence and Gore, 2 men jump from a plane midair, leaving 4 young men to presumably crash.
Shit.
I can't guess anymore. I'm tied.
I have nothing to lose.
Yes.
Arianna could possibly turn this into a tied game that we have to go to a tiebreaker for. Arianna, what do you think this movie is?
Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed.
Came out before the original.
Well, it's James Gunn. He's known for being
It was a
an
prequel.
auteur.
It's a prequel.
Unfortunately, no, it is not Scooby-Doo 2.
Monsters Unleashed.
Monsters. I just like to say Monsters Unleashed.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, a boy band song, Backdoor Love, heavily implies anal sex.
What the fuck? Oh man, I don't know it, but I gotta guess. Backdoor
Everybody's
Love.
jumping around.
Yeah.
All right,
Man.
Josh, what do you think? Hold on, Arianna, what do you think?
Oh, no.
I told you how this game works.
Pass.
All right, Josh, what do you think?
2001, right?
Uh-huh.
I think I've asked that now every single time now.
Yeah, it's still 2001.
I'm going to go with G.I. Joe, the movie.
Tyler, what do you think?
What was the year again? 2000. It's a film from 2001 with it's got to have an R rating because there's a butt joke. It's like Backdoor Love. I'm gonna work through this because I don't know. It's not South Park.
I'm so excited because I'm pretty sure Jere knows it.
Yes, he won. And if I didn't dilly dally, we would have tied. But you know what? Tyler had to go gallivanting around with his fun answers. The ladies, man. I don't fucking know.
Jere, are you gonna end this game right now?
Is it Josie and the Pussycats?
This movie is one of my favorite movies based on TV. Josie and the Pussycats.
There it is.
Yeah. At least Tyler didn't win.
That's all that matters. We'll work together.
If you haven't seen Josie and the Pussycats, though, go watch that movie. It is so fun.
Yeah, it's so good.
Heard good things.
It's no Gem and the Holograms.
It was on HBO Max early in the pandemic when I rewatched it, so maybe it has circled back at this point.
It's almost perfect. It's so much better than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
Just to wrap this up, final clue under sex and nudity. A music group sings and dances with suggestive wiggles. The costumes are retro 70s with lots of really low hip huggers and halter tops exposing cleavage and midriffs. The hip huggers are so low that bottom cleavage is often exposed.
Bottom cleavage.
Bottom cleavage.
Bottom cleavage.
That is Josie and the Pussycats. This was Inappropriate Movie Database. Our final scores tonight. Arianna at 3 points. Josh at 9 points. Tyler falling to 13 points.
Lucky number.
Coming back with 16 points, making Jere the winner tonight. Well, thank you all for doing this. This was so much fun.
It's a fun time.
Before we go, if there is anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words, Arianna, I'll start with you.
I just want to say thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to study a lot harder next time. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna win.
I can't wait to have you back. You were great. Thanks for doing this. Josh.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. You got anything?
Oh,
no. There we go.
There he is. There's our guy.
Yeah, it's Parkinson's Awareness Month. I have Parkinson's, which I'm aware of. So I'm raising money for Parkinson's Awareness Month. I'll be doing a couple of shows later on this month. I still got to get with you on a date for it, Nick. But I will definitely do one of these for it. What's amazing to me is the company I work for. I put the link up in the Slack, and I made my goal within 24 hours of $700.
It's good that you put it up there before your set.
Yeah, I know. It was amazing. Exactly. I'm so glad I put it up there before I told any jokes. Or got them on this show. In fact, I may lose money after that. But it was really nice to actually hit my goal of $100 for every year that I've had it. But I will be doing some stuff. Shaky Premises presents Internet Movie Database. We're going to do actors and actresses with Parkinson's.
Yeah, I've started looking into that.
Bob Hoskins is one of them, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
Remember when you made fun of Bob Hoskins?
I just said his shirtless body was non-sexual.
Yeah.
But anyways,
looking like a man who has never seen mermaids.
What? Huh? Okay.
I don't think Bob Hoskins is hot in mermaids. He's doing his best.
Yeah.
Sometimes trying is the sexiest thing you can do.
But yeah, Josh, keep me posted on that. And
I will,
whatever you
I will.
do, we'll share it to the page and let everyone know.
We'll do. Thanks, Nick.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Tyler,
Yeah.
you got anything going on?
I'm the UHF spectrum of broadcast range I'm going to promote. It's a I don't think anyone's using it. So it's probably just free airspace. You get the right equipment, broadcast whatever you want. And they're not going to stop you, I assume. So keep that in mind.
You got to find some weird shit on that spectrum. I can already tell you.
Finally, our winner, Jere.
You can find me on Letterboxd, Twitch, and Twitter. I'm at SwingDingling. On Tuesdays on my Twitch, I've been streaming Persona 4. Next week's gonna be super boring because I just beat a boss last Tuesday. But yeah,
so skip that one and go watch this show.
Yeah, exactly. And you can find my stuff on filmsims.com where I review things, but really I'm just copy and pasting shit from my letterbox.
That's funny. I got a webpage where I copy and paste shit from Screen Rant.
Yeah.
It's not going well. It's not going well.
Well, thank you all again for doing this once again. Arianna Magee, Josh Poirier, Jere Pilapil, Tyler Tuttle. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. And join the Facebook group. Search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description. Like I said at the beginning, if you are in the Boston area, please come out next Tuesday, April 12th at 7 p.m. at the Midway Cafe. We're doing this live in person. Gonna be a great show. Please come out to that. And also, it's been a while since I've gotten to do this, but if you want to see me do stand-up, I will be at the Burn in Somerville on Wednesday the 13th at 10. That seems like it's going to be a fun show. So come out to that too. Thank you so much for watching. You should like and subscribe and do whatever YouTubers tell you to do with YouTube videos. And hopefully watch a whole bunch of more of these. We do these Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel you're watching. So it's easy. I made it easy for you. So hopefully I will see you on the next one. Thank you again so much.